There we go. Good morning, team. It's like little dog toys everywhere. So once you are on there, or once I'm on there, however we want to put it, let me know that you can see me. Perfect. All right. And then in our space, I'm using a bar for my obstacle, for my agility obstacle. Good morning, friends. A set of weights and a mat. And then with that, you just want our mat cleared because we're going to use the length of it for our warm up. And then from the back end of it, take a nice big deep breath in, reach up. Looking up towards the ceiling, drop the shoulders, and hinge into that tabletop back. Weight into the toes. So we want to think about not sending the hips back, but bringing the hips forward. Round your back. Walk your hands forward. Right foot comes to the left or to the right hand. And then step it back. Left foot to the left hand. And then step it back. Right hand to the left shoulder. And set it down. Left hand to the right shoulder. And set it down. And then drop down into a low hover. Press your chest through. Let those hips drop heavy. Good morning, Paige. And then inverted V. Press back towards the heels. Walk your hands back. Dangle your head. Let the weight of the head feel heavy. And then roll up bone by bone. Big deep breath in. Arms up. Exhale. Drop the shoulders. Relax your neck. Tip. Make that tabletop back. Scoop the belly in. Round your back. Hands to the floor. Walk your hands forward. Right foot. Right hand. Step it back, left foot, left hand. Step it back, right hand, left shoulder. Set it down, left hand, right shoulder. Set it down, drop down into a low plank. Push through, so you're in that press through extension for the hip flexors. Inverted V down dog, press into the heels. Walk your hands back. Let your head hang heavy and roll yourselves up. Just one more time. Nice big deep breath in. Exhale, drop the shoulders. Hey, Chels, good luck today. Then tip with the table, scoop the navel to spine, round your back, walk your hands forward. Right foot, right hand, step it back. Left foot, left hand, step it back. Right hand, left shoulder, set it down. Left hand, right shoulder, set it down. Low hover. Press the chest through, let the hips hang heavy, and then inverted V. Walk your hands back. As you walk your hands back, slowly roll up bone by bone, and then step your feet nice and wide so your toes are turned out. Squat down and up in the center of your mat. As you come into that, as we drop, right heel lifts up, and then left heel lifts up. Right and left. So the heel lift is on the down. Keeping our body weight centered right in the middle of that. Shoulders stacked right over the ribs, right over the hips. 4 more just like that. We have 4. Drop it in 3. In 2. Now pulse down right here. Right heel is elevated. Coming into that pulse, watching that we're not leaning forward. Tuck the hips, stack it. You have 8. 7, 6, and 5, 4, get ready to turn, 3, and 2. Now rotate, face the left wall, so you're tucking that left hip under. The movement of that pulse is small, but we want to find that position where you feel it's all turned on, and then pulse from there. 4, 3, 2. Now step onto that left leg and pulse that right leg back. So abdominals pulled in, shoulders retracted. If your back is wanting to arch, connect, take those ribs and draw the ribs towards the hip bone. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. Now face front, right heel is lifted, squat. Last 4. Rotate. 8. Nothing like a Saturday morning balance challenge, huh? And lift. 8. Press into all 5 toes. Face front for 4. Turn out. And lunge. 4. And lift. 4. And squat. Releve. And lunge. Push off and pulse up. And squat. 2 more. And turn. Lean in. And squat. And turn. Push off. And squat. And turn. Push off. All right, team, one more time. Squat. Turn. Push off. 4. Now listen. Lunge down and up right here. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. Now, as we come down and up, the pace of the music is faster than I want that movement. So, word. So I want you to go at your pace to drop into that and then tip forward, push off that back foot and lift into that hip hinge. 8 more. So sink into that right knee, then lift. Into that right knee and lift. Last 6. Three more. And face front, heels down, squat down and up. Oh, you know me so well, Lisa. I love that. Left heel, then right heel. You know how good the cantilever is for our trunk. Abs, back, glutes. Now in this, we're definitely warming up the calf as we come into that releve side to side. But think about pushing into your landing pad. So where the toes, where each metatarsal inserts into the foot, into the sesame bones. And I want you to think about pushing all 5 toes push into that landing pad. You'll have a tendency to either be towards the big toe end or towards the pinky. 4 more. Last 3, 2, and now pulse down, left heel stays up. I know, and this points it out, huh, Edie? We're starting with something that's going to come right into that. Now, as vulnerable as it is to feel unsteady, that's part of the point, is that we're taking it into a space where we may be out of balance and we have to steady ourselves, root ourselves. Me too. I hope for that too. And turn. When we come into that push off, I'm going to run and grab a tissue. 8 more. Again, same concept. The pulse itself, not big, but you're taking it in forward to that activated position, and then you just hesitate. Push off the left, find your balance, and then pull that left leg up towards the ceiling. Your hips are square to the floor, ribs square to the floor, shoulders square to the floor. All 5 toes rooted into your mat. I'll be right back. Keep that pulse. Last 8. 4. In 3, 2. Now face front, left leg relevant. First one's a little bit longer. And rotate. Squeeze the left glute. Stack over that left knee. Push off and pull up. All 5 toes grip the mat. That activates more muscle. Face front, squat. 3, 2, turn, 4, 3, 2, push off, 4, 3, 2, front, 4, 3, 2, turn, 4, push off, face front, 4, lunge, little rotation there, push off, little cantilever there, squat, rotate, push off, squat, rotate, squeeze, push off, squat, 4 more, and lunge, push off, and squat, 3 more, and lunge, and pulse up, squat, lunge, push off. All right, friends, one more time, and squat, lunge, push off, stay right here. As we're in this position, think heel. Feel the difference when you press, suction cup your toes into the floor. Feel your calf, your hamstring, and your glute contract tighter. That's what we're after. Now lunge back, lunge, pull up. Now again, this is the one where I want you to break away from the boot. So you're coming down, and then you root yourself balance and push off the back foot, lift up. Now, my balance is plenty challenged, especially on this leg. But if you're feeling super steady, close your eyes and take that sense away and see how that challenge advances. Last 4, in 3, in 2, last 1, face front, right jab, hold up right here. So now, coming into some fast twitch muscle fiber, 20 seconds on the clock. Let me know if that's too loud. For me too. That always reminds me, right hook, right hook. That reminds me of the waving arm balloon guy. Just a little bit, so those in the bedroom don't get more annoyed. Jab, jab, hook. I was trying to put that where you could see it, please. Can you see that, or should I move it closer? And high cross right arm. So now we're using, putting that together, we're using that rotation that we did from the squat and the lunge and putting some power behind it. Should I make it worse? Low cross, low cross. Tuck the abdominals in, team. That means it's not better. One high, one low. I know that fine. Now we're going to be facing this left wall. 4 jabs, high cross, low cross. Yeah, I feel you. To have the font big enough for me to kind of see it. One more. Now 3 jabs in a turn. We go 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So low impact here, or right here, pocket turn. 5 little seconds. Now to the front, left jab. So as we go into that team, reset your body, root yourself, heel, all 10 toes grip. Elbow comes right back into the rib cage. And hook it. They're in the bedroom, but I let them out to go explore for a little bit, and I wiped their feet, but they were still like that right on me. And then they jumped up on the bed, and I think Vic was like, I'll remember this. Jab, jab, hook. Hope was sad because she wanted to come with me out here, but Grace was fine. And high cross. Again, coming into that rotation. Yeah. I'm glad it's not freezing. Take it down low. Twist and rotate through this torso. So this is very similar to when we're doing that triangle with rotation. So your torso with a little bit of momentum comes into that spinal twist. One up, one down. Tuck the navel to spine. We'll go right into that. 4 jabs on the right, cross, cross. All right, team, now 4 jabs, high cross, low cross. One more. Now, jab, cross, jab, turn. So you go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, now jab, jab, cross, right wall. So from here, we're going to put some of our movement together with some agility. So you have whatever you're using, a bench, Bosu bar, whatever you, or the floor. Right foot side. Now team, if I don't want to come into this impact work, I can do all of the movement we're doing from a squat with a tap. So when we cross it over, all of that movement can be done from a squat using more load instead. And front kick, right leg. Now, this is 10 beats per minute faster than what we've been using. So in that, pay attention, you can go a little bit slower. Left leg across. No, pop, 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 all my things. Same thing, friends. You choose. If you're barefoot, left back kick. If you're barefoot, you're getting that opportunity to break up the scar tissue at the landing pad at the ball of the foot. All right, team, 1, 1. So 1 right, 1 left, 1 right, 1 left. If I'm doing a squat tap, I drop it low, close, away, close, away. Yeah, it is, and it helps hopefully it translates and front kick, back kick, to how when we have shoes on, then we'll land with just a little bit more intention. Training our feet here in the space so that it translates out there. And 2 to 2 team, 2 right, 2 left. Same thing here. I think we've got it at this point, yeah. And jab, jab, cross, kick it, kick it. To get paid the baby sing. One more. Now 3 to 1. 3 on the right. You know the tap option, which is so good. I wish we had time for all of it. One more. Now double kick, 2 front, 2 back, 2 front. And then we take it 1 to 3. All right, team. 1 right, 3 left. One more. Knee kick to the front, back kick. Now team, from here. And 1 more. Now take your left toes to knee and then sink into it and reach. Into it and reach. Set that hip back so we're taking the upper body, hip hinge, as you come down up. If you want to reach the floor, go for it. Now releve, push into the landing pad on that left foot. Lift the heel. Lift the heel. Big reach with intention to the ceiling. Side leg, so we sink it, lift it. Set that hip back. How low can you go? How high can you go? All right, finish this. Bring that into crescendo sit, reach. Hip back, arms up. I'm gonna have to ask them that. I mean, yes, right? Down and up. Start heels are flat. I feel I haven't been to a party with limbo in a long time. I have felt like I'm in limbo a lot. Releve with the reach. Now, first limbo gets stuck in my head, and now low rider. Which I also have not heard in a while. Now we're gonna speed this up, team. Down and up, down and up. You can releve, you can stay flat-footed, you can float. Big reach, big reach. Right arm, jab, jab, uppercut. Tuck your belly button in. and side kick, more cantilevering. That left heel points towards your right wall. So when we do that 20 seconds in repeat, you know you only have this one opportunity. Jab, jab up, and kick it. I'm like, okay, Stacey, we should cut this off. It's getting a little long. When we get one more. Now jab right, left, jacks in and out. Same thing with that tap. Now cut that in half. Right, left, one jab. Landing, so again, that could be right here. Or with that hop. Then up ahead team, it's that right, left squat or plank. 4 of them right here. 4, 3, 2, 1, squat or plank. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lots of activity outside today. One more. And pick up your weights. All right. Here we go. Now, we're going to take that bar in front. Same thing if it's a Bosu. Side curl. Getting toasty in here. Squeeze the glutes and the abdominals towards each other. 2 more. 1 front, 1 side. Another left. Then we have a little up down. I know, I was tempted to open the window. All right, friends, front raise. Now, we'll front raise. We'll set them down, right foot forward. The up down to pick up and put down the weight is part of the drill. Glutes are tight. 1 more. All right, reach down, right foot forward. Or it's perfect timing because Macklemore was just talking about the very same thing. And side raise. She's like a few things. I got us a little uneven, but I'll unwind us and left foot forward. Oh man. That's such a bummer, Evie. I feel like that's the second week. Pick up your weights with power and control. 1 front, 1 side. Lever. And 1-to-1 feet. And narrow press. One and done, make it count. All 10 toes, gripping your mat. 2-to-2. So this is that same drill that we did lateral. So remember, I don't want the impact drop low. Another limbo prep and wide press. So on this entire set, our weights are to the right or wherever you have them. And then when we do the back, when we're going backwards instead of forward, and weights down with power control, 3 to 1. We'll put them on the other side. And I want you to think about when we're grabbing those weights, do you recognize that it's like that crescendo? Like it's all meant to be. And one narrow, one wide. We were just talking about that yesterday after cardio yoga, about how I use all the things. I pick things up with my feet. All right, team, 1 to 3. When the hands are busy, I tried to heart hand or heart feet, hand bar, because I was using my arms, and someone was walking by and heart handing. And pick up your weight, pulse the narrow. But that's hard. I couldn't do it. Gonna have to work on that one. And weights down. Right all the way over right foot. Yeah. Well, I couldn't do it without having to like open my legs so wide that then I was like, that doesn't look right. So, because you have to like, to get them to where you can line it up that way, you know, and wide pulls. Ribs in and down. And then we run over left, and we're gonna come around, putting the weights on the other side. You can do a little foot massage while you're doing this. Multitasking if you want. Weights down, run left hand. You don't know until you try. A lot of the things that I try don't work out, but a lot of the things I try do work out. All right, team, triceps. So when we put the weights down, we'll put them to the left side. And then the bar is going to be behind us. All right, put it left leg back. So now, let's stub the toe on the ankle. Fish. You can see, even if all you can see is my feet, that's fine too. Alternate your tricep. Yes. How did it take me that long to, I feel like we should do a workout with that, where that's part of it on purpose. And left leg back. So now, as we're going backwards, again, if you don't have a bar, just pretend. But we want the front leg to stay, and instead of going forward, we're taking it back, and the posterior muscle chain has to work a little harder. And pulse your tries. And then what could we call it? It'd be like myofascial relief, fascial release at the same time as strength. And one. Whoop. Those should be over there. I got so excited about our new creation, our new discovery. Heart rate, spike at 10. And Now front to back. So you come here and in front. Or I could be right here too. Two to two. There we go. Now elbows out and in. I could be here. Find yours. Up on deck, we have a 3 on the right, 1 on the left. Posterior agility. And hit it. And rainbow. There it is, Lise. Control the up and the pause. And 3, 1. And then we stand to the bar up team. Now, if you don't have a bar, use a chair or wall, squat on the left. Your pace, your way. Abs. Now, take it over. Keep the bar in hand. Control. Up ahead, team, we're going to combo those two things. 1 squat, your pace, 1 lunge. And hold, deadlift, hip hinge. Pressing that left hip forward, squeezing your left glute each time you come up. All right, team. Now lunge that right foot back, lift up. So the quartz slab behind me, I can't remember, it came like a few weeks ago. And now hold, deadlift, and lunge it back. And I had socks on and I was sitting in front of the fire and I started joking around. Do you remember those slide? They were like the length of the mat and you worked out doing like a slide workout. And so I was trying to be funny. And then lay your bar to the other side, team. So now you have your bar to your left, jab, jab, cross. Yes, it could be. That wasn't my injury, unfortunately. And then left leg side. So I was like joking around on it, and Vic was here watching like a game. I didn't go down. I couldn't like stop. I had socks on, so I couldn't like stop my foot. It kept sliding. And front kick. And so like it tweaked my knee, nothing big. But it still is fussy. Of all the things to get injured doing. Isn't that always the way it works though? This is the part least that we've done. and right leg across. So we've done the other side. So you could easily do like your right side of one thing, and then instead of doing the next thing, do your left of that. Remember also. And back kick. Root your left foot, heel all 5 toes. When you press, when you suction cup those toes in to the floor, you'll feel that lift of the arch. And 1 to 1. 4. Get low, get low. Good night, guys. And kick it front to back. Two to two. And then we'll put that jab, cross, and kick together. Jab, jab, cross, team. One more. And 3 to 1. And knee kick, back, knee, kick, back. And then 1 to 3. Right team. Getting ready for that side lunge, team. Now, your right foot points straight to me. Drop down and up. Left toes turn out-ish. How low can you go? If you reach your hands up to the ceiling with power, your tricep will elevate, pushing to your landing pad. Dig into it. He's loud as this one. Maybe that's a hint to me. And side float the leg. Obliques right here. It's crazy because everyone knows exactly where to stand. I mean, the outside audience. And bring it in. Yes. The outside audience, I don't think that they... I feel like why it looks weird to the outside audience is that usually people would be facing their TV if they're doing something. And squat up. Now this time, touch the floor, releve. Touch the floor, releve. It just fits in. I feel like that family. It's weird. All right, team. Now check it. Squat, reach up. So that can be here or here. Landing so gentle on that landing pad and heel. Left side. Here. And here. And then that left arm, jab, jab, uppercuts. Left knee, jab, jab, up. Rotate. One more. Side kick team. Right heel turns to the left wall. Oh, I love that, Lise. Jab, jab, uppercut. Get a little blood moving. Wake up the muscles. Little physical and mental therapy. One more. And pick up your weights. Deadlift, take it forward and back. Grip all 10 toes. You're gonna feel your calves turn on. Shoulders back. Down with one thigh. Hold the fly. Shoulders back, neck relaxed. Now bringing the weights through the center for that sumo squat to get down and up. So the chest is lifted, drop down and lift, hips go back. Pay attention to your toes again, same thing. Grip it. Now coming down, one curl and stay tall. I was like, I think so. And then hold it down because she comments about like, it's raining or like it's cold. So I think so. All right, team. Stand that bar up to the right this time. That could be a chair, whatever you have. Squat down. Take your time. So this track individually slows down and speeds up, which is fun if you're doing boxing and you can pace it with that butt, and then take it down and up. Me too. I was talking about that to class, I think Thursday or Friday. They were talking about how cold it was. I'm like, and the fact that we did this outside. Crazy. One of each. Because, it's not crazy for people who love to be outside in this, but I'm not one of them. And so I feel like that's a lot of love. The push off that left foot is part of that challenge. So when we come down, push, hold that momentum, now deadlift. It's that same thing when we come into that, testing our balance. It's that same thing. We want to push off, control set. And lunge back. Weird. Maybe on purpose. After this, we take it to the mat. And deadlift, lunge back. Abs so tight. And take that bar down. We'll use it in a second. And then from here, on your back, bicycle the legs. So now getting settled into your space, tailbone is down, ribs are down, head is up or down, but don't lift your head if that pushes the abdominals out. And then right leg only. Same thing here too. See if you can flex the foot and spread your toes. Straight leg. Take the time you want to take that leg to the range of motion that makes sense today. Just keeping those hips still. So we're not allowing, you see the difference? This to lift and drop. That stays. Now one of each. Hand circle it. Hello, abs? Yes. Was that Monday that we did that crazy ab set? What was that? Yeah, Monday, right? And kick it. Do your grace. You can let her out if you want. And left leg. Tailbone planted. Spread your toes. Straight leg. So when we ground the tailbone and the ribs, we want that movement, the disruption here, one of each. So when we're lifting and tucking, the back wants to collapse and arch, and we're using our strong core muscles to keep that so that it's staying solid, in control as you move the leg. So you may have to go slower or make this smaller to keep this unchanged. And hold it out and circle. Aw, thanks, Paige. Have a great rest of the day. And kick it. And both knees tuck and press. Now again, what does that do to your back? If your back starts shifting around, you could take one foot and tap it to the floor instead. You could take both feet down and up. But find a way to get the movement where you can balance this connection. Now set your head down, let the knees drop to the right, and center it right in. Now you could also just hold a 20-second spinal rotation stretch. Now listen to this. Press out and to the right. From here, we go right into a side plank on that right side. Now come up, you're on your elbow or hand, and then the feet or knees. So you get to decide what position you want to hold. And then hip dip. So if I stack my feet, or if I stagger my feet, or if I drop down onto my knees, or drop down onto your elbow, find the position where you can focus and work on the muscle instead of fighting with your form. And then take that hand to the floor. And then we're back on our back. One more. Now, as we come down, our right foot is on the floor, our left foot is on the right knee, and pulse the hip up. Trying to keep our hips so that they're not tilted, but that they're square, they're parallel to the ceiling. Hold, left leg up and down. Now, knee rehab right here. If you flex this quad, get this all the way straight, you'll lengthen your hamstring at the same time as strengthening and supporting the knee. Leg stays up and pulse. Spread your toes. And down and up. I could set my hip down here, team. Hold it down and pulse. Last one. And then we come into that spinal rotation on the other side. Yes. Now I'm going to flip myself so that I can still be facing the computer. All right, team. So you're here. Drop the knees to the left and bring it back. Drop the knees to the left. At your own pace. So you get to decide. You can just hold that stretch. And signing out. I'm trying to let go of the fact that my mat is so crooked. It's okay, Stacy. Now come into that side plank. As you come into that side plank, we're starting just setting ourselves up. So it could be knee and elbow. It could be knee and hand. You could be all the way up here, staggered. And then hip dip, team. And take that hand, tap it, reach it. Now, as we come in, I'm going to do a weight 20-10 Tabata split. But if you wanted to come up into burpees, mountain climbers, tuck jumps instead, hand come down, left foot on the floor, right foot on the knee, and pulse. I tried. So start thinking about where you're going to go in that final knee rehab. This hip can be up or down. Abs are pulled in tight and that left glute is contracted. Hold the foot up and pulse. Hold, take that leg down and up. So again, this is the opportunity if you want to take it down and isometrically hold here for any abdominals, rooting the back into the floor, you can be there, or an isometric bridge. And hold, pulse. Now from your team, I'm going to change the timer and grab my weights. I'll start with a tricep. You start to think about where you want to land for your final 4 minutes. That could be in stretches. That could be cardiovascular. And hug it in. All right. And your next move. And then triceps team. Here we go. So with your triceps, full range here. My feet could be on the floor, in tabletop, with your arms and your abs a little up top. Now watch, push up and crisscross. Grip your abs tight, open your heart, and tricep. Tailbone and ribs, anchor. And roll up, crisscross. The abs are going to want to push out there. Pull in. And triceps. 2 more before we change. And crisscross. Last 20, like this. Now, for the last 4, I'm going to take it to this with leg movement. So you could also chest press and fly. Whatever you're feeling, you want to work on with your final time. Crisscross. Now transitioning to the final 2 minutes. So we take it away and towards. Now that could be 1 leg at a time. Draw the belly button in so tight. The ribs want to pop up, pull those in and down. Now as we come up this time, dead the floor. This time we push into the hands to go side to side with those legs. Round 2 of 4. Remember when I dented the island at the other house with the orbit? I mean, I didn't do it, but I organized doing the little orbit bear crawl around the island. And slide it. All right, team. As we come into our last one, we're going to hold in extension. Right here, take it out and hold. And pop it up. 10 little seconds. Last 5. And bend the knees, lean in, team. Take a second to appreciate what your body just did as we open up. So like we've been talking about, we carry a lot of stress in our hips. Try and open those up, letting those knees fall wide to the side. We're going to do that quick stretch that sometimes we do on the ball. We're going to do it flat on the floor today with your knees out as they are. You can walk your feet forward a little bit. Roll yourself back. And we're allowing those knees to fall heavy towards the floor. Take a few deep breaths. So as we're in this space, you can close your eyes if you want, but relax the body so that you're not gripping in the jaw, in your face, in your neck, in your shoulders. Let it all go. So in the same way that we turn it all on, see if we can practice also the release and let go. One more big breath. As you exhale, heel toe your feet out and let the knees come in. Now that one's a little more painful. In that, you could go one at a time. Relax, hold that for a few breaths. Aw, thanks, Edie. And then on your next exhale, heel toe your feet so that you come back into neutral. Pull the knees in towards the body, rock a little front to back and side to side. Now roll yourselves up, face front. Now just super quick with those feet. Take your right foot in front. You can have it elevated on something. How you get into this position, completely up to you. And then that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All 5 toes. Firm pinch. Oh, thanks, Lisa. Me too. And then forward and back splits. All 5 toes. Stretch the webbing in between your toes. And then out. Stretch it wide. And then front to back. Again, those of you who have the ability to weave your fingers in between your toes and get kind of a natural toe separation in there, go for it. And then circle it. I was telling class yesterday. Smart move, Lise. Good job. I was telling class yesterday, and then pick up that. Ooh, holy smokes. That could be bench or straight, team. But I was telling them about when I said snap, snapple, pop, and I couldn't unhear snapple, and I couldn't figure out crackle. And it wasn't funny. I was like, I guess you had to be there. And then switch feet. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, pinch, pinch, pinch. And splits front to back. And then wide. Well, and the worst part is, Lisa, is that I said it like we weren't in Shavasana, but pretty darn close. It was like very zen. We come out of all the work and then toe separators from the back. Ah, yes. Another one that's on that portion of the training is to take your elbow and dig in. So you're using your elbow to dig in between the metatarsals come in, and to take it up and down the arch. So that would be a good one. Circle it to before bed too. And makes you work on your flexibility as well. And then take that left foot. Okay. Big deep breath. As you exhale, go ahead and set your feet down, roll yourself back. Super short body scan, team. With yourself relaxed on the mat, we're going to take 5 breaths and then we're all done. You can take as many as you want, but we're going to take 5 together as we go through the body. Take a big deep breath in through your nose, and then an even longer audible exhale out your mouth. Relax your head, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, all the way into those fingertips. Feel the weight sink into the ground. Inhale. Long, audible exhale out your mouth. Relax your chest, your ribs, your abdominals, and your hips. Feel your trunk sink heavy into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, relax your legs, your knees, your ankles, your feet, your toes. Feel the weight of your body fall heavy into the floor. Now 2 more breaths. Inhale. As you exhale, what mental, emotional, physical heaviness are you still carrying, gripping, letting into your circle? Take the time to exhale, release, and let it go. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale. No thank you to the things that don't serve you. And then start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, open your eyes, bring your hands down to your side, roll up, rotate over onto your hands and knees, dig the toes into the floor and walk back into small ball. Bow your head towards the knees. Big breath. Exhale, heels come down towards the floor, tailbone comes up, and then slowly roll up bone by bone, squeezing your glutes, pulling your abdominals in, stacking the shoulders, body is tall. Big breath in. Power pose. And exhale. Give yourselves a big hand. So good, team. Yes, it is. I've been doing so much research on that. It is so good. And I'll send you the thing I sent Vic, but on like all the things that we can do. Thanks, Anne. Thanks, Edie. Oh, I loved it that we get to be together and that it's working out on Saturdays. Share. It's so fun to get to be together. But on how we, like the things we can do to help. So our vagus nerve, anyway, I could geek out on it for a long time and I'm not going to do it. But so we're trying to put some things into our time together that just naturally will help us practice the things that will help to stimulate our vagus nerve so that we can get more peace, more peacefulness. Who doesn't want more of that in their life? It's and it's such a, like, even we were talking in the course yesterday afternoon about how like breathing, but even like, well, it's so interconnected with all the things. But oh, good. Yes. All right. I am going to send you the article. There's a million of them, but the one that I sent Vic because I feel like it was super practical, and broke it down. Yeah, I should show you it's VAGUS, but I should show you. Well, I can't do it this way. I was acting like I could share my screen, but the class that I signed up for is called Trip to Vegas, but it's VAGUS, Trip to Vegas, VAGUS. So it's not you're not going to the destination. But anyway, but it's the article that I'll send you. It's a breakdown of the things that you can do that are super easy, like breath, a little bit of fasting, which just means like letting your body have time to digest, not like we've talked about this, not like starving all day, but giving it some time, like eat from 9 to 7, which is all day, and then give yourself from 7 to 9 to let it rest. Yes. And I feel like not the same destination at all, but you'll feel way better after you take a trip down that Vegas lane instead of that Vegas lane. Thanks, Jean. But so after we'll talk about it a little bit tomorrow, because if it's something, I'm going to send it to Lisa and she's going to see if it's interesting enough for me to maybe attach to the Sunday email, because I get excited about things that maybe wouldn't be that exciting or interesting to everybody else. So I don't want to bombard you with more. So I love you, friends. Have a great rest of the day. Keep that when you're in your car, when we've always talked about that transverse work, keeping your core engaged and working on, when you're at a stoplight, the tight release of stimulating your transversus abdominis. In that same way, if we can connect that breath in, it's true. Kindred spirits. If we're still together after all this time, I feel like we're pretty like-minded. But that inhale in through your nose, exhale out your mouth. And when I say audibly, I know that's scary for some, but just make it so that you can hear yourself breathe, because it all matters. And it will help not only get oxygen to your brain, all the things, but that whole calming, instead of fight or flight, it will help in calm and create a little bit more mindfulness and peace. So driving on your way to work, those of you who go into the office, it's easy to think of that when you're stuck in traffic or you're in a place where you're clearly frustrated. But if we can try and practice it when we don't think there's really a reason to do it, then we're more likely to have that habit set in place so that we don't even have to go into that fight or flight mode as often. So anyway, I love and appreciate you, team. Have a great rest of this day, and I will see you for stretching tomorrow.